Kansas City, Missouri mask mandates in place for over a year have now been lifted, but businesses still have the right to make their own rules about COVID restrictions. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney live in Midtown right now with more on this story. Michael?
Yeah, Chris, the city's emergency order was lifted at noon today, and maybe one of the first signs of it was when Mayor Quinton Lucas stepped out of City Hall for his news conference. The mayor removed his to make his no more mask mandate announcement.
There will be no mask rules that will be enforced by the health department, regulated industries, or other divisions of Kansas City government.
Exceptions, masks remain on the ATA bus system. The fire department patients will still have to wear a mask. And the FAA's mask mandate remains in effect at KCI, including the terminal. And businesses can still set their own rules.
It is fully within the law for businesses to continue to have requirements that you wear a mask, just like they require you wear a shirt and shoes and all those sorts of things.
According to the CDC, Kansas Cityans who are not fully vaccinated, and that's more than half the city, must still wear a mask indoors. And the health director thinks the situation for the unvaccinated, with fewer now wearing a mask, is worse.
They are now going to be at higher risk because there will be less protections.
Lucas thinks the new CDC order will be tough to enforce. He calls it a national honor system.
We have no way of verifying whether people are vaccinated or unvaccinated.
So the mayor now says that the city is out of the enforcement business, but he also says that a private store owner or business operator can call the police if things get serious enough and a problem, because after 14 months, the city's emergency pandemic order has been lifted. Chris?
Michael, thank you. We have more local reaction to the news that mask mandates are being lifted. KMBC 9's Bianca Beltran live in the River Market with that story. Bianca.
Well, Chris, wearing masks is something people have been doing every day for more than a year. Today, we heard some excitement, some hesitation, as well as questions as the mask requirements vary depending on the location. Riding through downtown, there are more bare faces as mask guidelines change in Kansas City.
Welcome to Kansas City streetcar.
On the streetcar,
We do appreciate everybody wearing their mask.
masks are still required.
It is confusing, like what are the rules and who's doing what, but just know, and we have signage out on our stops and inside our streetcars, that if you're boarding the streetcar, put that mask on whether you're vaccinated or not.
Once riders get off, the rules depend on their destination. At the farmhouse and River Market, guests are welcome to do what's best for them.
We're not going to discourage anybody from wearing it, and we're not going to, enforce them to wear it. It's just whatever your comfort zone is.
Getting comfortable with fewer masks around may take time for some.
I just gonna wear my mask just to be on the safe side.
I think it will be something that I have to adjust to, because before, if you saw somebody with a mask, you might think one thing. Now, if you see somebody without a mask, you will probably think another thing. Like now you don't know if they're not wearing a mask because they're vaccinated or if they're not wearing their mask because of personal beliefs.
And here at City Market, we saw that change go into effect. Signs came down this afternoon that informed people that masks were required in this shopping center. That is no longer the case, but they are asking people who have not been vaccinated to please continue wearing those masks in line with city and federal guidelines. Bianca Beltran, KMBC 9 News.
Bianca, thank you. Over on the Kansas side, the mask order remains in effect in Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas, as the unified government will meet next Thursday on what to do next. KMBC 9's Matt Fleener live downtown Kansas City, Kansas with what is being said there. Matt?
Hi, Chris. We've been talking with a lot of people here in Wyandotte County today who are reluctant to give up these masks, including a worker here at Glenn's Pre-Owned Appliances, as a lot of people here still aren't vaccinated.
You just got to think about where they're going to touch at.
Every day, Tim Pittman cleans every appliance for his customers at Glenn's Pre-Owned Appliance.
And this can take up to 2 hours sometimes.
Disinfectant and masks, how he's worked every day. But with the CDC guidance Thursday to drop masks for fully vaccinated people,
I think we need to still keep the mask on.
Pittman says he's waiting to see how vaccines go with everyone else, as workers with El Centro try to convince people to get their shots, knowing 7 out of 10 people are not vaccinated in Wyandotte County.
I believe, we will keep advising people to wear their mask. Still, keep your distance.
Workers with El Centro are trying to boost vaccination rates in the Latino community.
We get reports about the numbers in our community, and we know the Latinos have a pretty high percentage of the people that are getting sick with COVID right now.
As work continues to vaccinate, work continues in the community as people like Pittman will keep their masks on.
I don't want to give it to you, and if you had it, I don't want to catch it.
The Unified Government Public Health Department still recommending masks indoors. The mayor of KCK going to bring up the mask order next week at a meeting on Thursday. Live downtown KCK, Matt Fleener, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Matt. Indoor mask mandates have now been lifted for people in Kansas City, Missouri, Independence, Jackson County, Clay County, and Johnson County, Kansas. Some counties plan to meet next week on what to do, including the Unified Government of Wyandotte County, KCK, Douglas County, and Platte County. We'll keep you updated when those decisions are made. As for some big retailers, Home Depot and Starbucks say they plan to ask customers to keep wearing a mask in their stores. Trader Joe's will not require wearing a mask. Macy's, CVS, and Walgreens are reviewing their requirements. And we're still getting updates in reaction to the CDC's decision. We'll bring you those updates right here at KMBC.com and on our KMBC 9 News app.